Back you laughing.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 52 right here. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Get hot.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15.
Here we go,
the full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, we got tight left, tight his left. We got three, fellas, we got three.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here we go. 180! 55 to Mike.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Wait.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Shoot.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All day, every day, any day. Watch the shift. Anyway, watch the shift.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready. Got 41's the mic. I got one. Sponge.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The DN Jonathan Allen making sure his presence is felt.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and they'll set up a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Out come the Dolphins now. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had them pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Bryce Love getting his inaugural NFL carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Ravens.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll run again with Love on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Ravens will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know,
and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Good job.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dante Pettis, as time expires in the 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
You ready?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Ravens' 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Kill. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it with Elliott, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here we go. Wait, you better bring it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
10th carry now for Elliott. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't been too long. Don't get nervous. Shoot!
It's Eckler again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 20! And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete. That's Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Going on the ground with Eckler, trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
No, watch one. Hey, check 24, check 24.
On second down, it's Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. 180! Mike's 50! Hey, I'm coming!
Garoppolo on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dante Pettis. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.